Hey, what is up, everybody? My name is Mr. TryHard, and welcome to FNG episode 27 with our special guest tonight, Optic Hex. Optic Hex, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, guys? Big Optic Hex here. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. 27 is actually one of my favorite numbers because it adds up to 9, and 9's like my birthday. I'm sorry. Go on with your intro.
that intro is like godly. Like the Big Optic Hex, it's one of those intros that it's unique to you and fits you well, I think.
Thank you. I do it for the children.
Everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it.
It's one of those things. You guys probably are aware. Well, you guys are not aware, but if I'm doing the intro, that means that Lars is not going to be here tonight, or verbal. Unfortunately, someone in his surroundings is having a little bit of health issues. So let's just say that we're all thinking about him, and we want everybody in his family to have the best of health. So we're gonna give him the day off tonight. So verbal, if you're ever listening to this, just take care of your stuff, and we'll do a good job for you, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
Absolutely.
All right. Also, Nick is going to be joining us. Nick from Hydro Mods. He was nice enough to provide us the stream because my stream apparently is down because it's kind of gay. So Nick will be joining us as soon as he gets home. So we'll add him in as soon as he gets there. But we're going to move on to our first topics right now. And first on the list is L.A. Noir.
No. You messed up, buddy. There's a question that has to be asked before anything gets talked about.
Why are you messing it up already?
Because I never do the intros. That's Verbal's job, dude. Yeah, dude, you're right. Larry, take it away.
All right. So, Optic Hex. We know the first part. Optic. You got some pretty sweet ladies, some sweet lady gamers in there, and I could go along that little area for the question, but I'm gonna say if there's any one Optic member that you had to spend the rest of your life with on a lonely island, who would it be?
Oh my God, it would definitely have to be Optic D Treats.
Why?
There we go.
Why?
Because that guy never gets old, man. Like if you hear the shit that comes out of his mouth when he's just talking on regular topics, that would be it. I would have said my brother. He's also funny, Optic Tumors, but I lived with him until I was like 23 or something. So he's like 10 years younger than me. So I pretty much lived with him all his life, and I've had enough time with him.
I know Larry's answer to that. He'd probably would it be Optic Shangens, Larry?
No.
No? Who would it be?
No. It'd be Optic Hex, baby.
Oh, you're the worst podcast that ever lived, dude.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Did you ask me about the girls? If I one of the girls?
No.
I just figured Larry would answer a chick because he's like that.
I was gonna say, well, Optic has no HR department, so I can tell you which one. And I would have to say that I would have to hold a cooking contest because I am not going to be the one that's going to be. I'll make the fire, okay, and I'll maybe go hunting for whatever squirrel or whatever, but I am not cooking it.
Oh, dude, okay. I gotta link that to every Optic member ever.
That was the best answer ever.
Hey,
we're gonna have a cook-off.
You're real. Yeah.
Cook-off, dude, winning right there.
1v1s, 1v1v1v1.
Spaghetti versus lasagna. Let's go. Shit better be good.
Quick scopes, no scopes only, and you're good to go.
Yep.
All right, are you ready to move on to our first topic right now? Since I ruined it for everybody already.
If you're ready to go back there, Seb, it's your call, buddy. We're just here for the ride.
Always ready to go back. L.A. Noir. It's coming out, if I'm not mistaken, Tuesday. So, anybody looking forward to that game?
No.
Wow, next subject. All right, no, I'm kidding. I actually am, dude. It's one of those games that you'll get to play. Sometimes multiplayer can get boring, or sometimes whenever you're uploading stuff. I like to play single player games, and I think that's going to be a good one. No? Am I the only one in this boat right now?
Yes.
Dude,
yeah, dude.
How's Lonely Island treating you?
It's epic. Jack Sparrow's on it, bro.
Yeah,
sweet.
I'll tell you why I'm not looking forward to it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to play it.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, do you have are you not into like these search games, these mystery stuff, like detective type games? Is that what it is?
Oh, I love Resident Evil. I love Zelda: The Ocarina of Time, The Wind Waker, and Twilight. I like searching and puzzles and all that. I never get into the whole, like mob scene looking things. I don't know. To be honest, like I couldn't tell you what the game is about. All I saw was some dudes with some top hats, and I said, I don't want to be Charlie Chaplin ever in any video game. So I decided to, boycott it altogether.
And I guess Larry has just too much Larry blood to play games like that. Is that what it is?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I just don't even play video games really anymore. Like I haven't played a game in like a week and a half.
Well, dude, to be fair, you play video games in real life, right? I mean,
Kind of, a little bit maybe.
It's your life,
Yeah, it's more realistic. But no, like seriously, like I think I'd say that Homefront would probably be the game that maybe change the way that I go out and buy a new game based off what everyone's going to say. Because, like, the multiplayer was all right, but the campaign was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. So...
Dude, I haven't even played the Black Ops campaign yet.
Every Call of Duty campaign is fucking fun. Those are one of the... Go ahead.
The only Call of Duty campaign I've ever played was Call of Duty 2, and that's before I even hopped on live. The second I hopped on live, I gave up everything from playing poker regularly and everything. I dropped everything for Call of Duty 2, a multiplayer. Everything.
So you basically said, like, put a hold on your life and said, Call of Duty 2, here I come, and that was it?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just got hooked, and I tell my friends all the time, like, I wish that the whole, YouTube thing was around back then, because at that point I had just moved out of my parents' house. I moved in with my girlfriend. We went to Sam's Club, and I said, I'm going to buy this Xbox. And she said, I've known her since we were, I don't know, in junior high, and she's never known me to just be inside the house. I've always been an outdoors guy since forever. So she said, that's going to collect dust. But the second I touched a multiplayer game like Call of Duty, and I used a sniper rifle, and I was just in love with it, and I dropped everything. I stopped going out to clubs. I stopped painting graffiti. I stopped everything.
So even like at your first Call of Duty game, you were like attracted to the whole sniper rifle idea?
Absolutely. I've always, I don't know, like even those old movies with the snipers, I've always been like attracted to the sniper. I don't know, something about it. Being sneaky and, being so far away from the action that you can just fire it up, pop up a shot and change the whole game. Obviously with my progress on being a skill, I'm not, tooting my own horn here, but I am blowing myself. When I got to be, good enough at sniping, I just felt like I can just run around with it and use it like a shotgun and not care. I was super confident in my abilities, and I got to be honest, and I'll always say this: video games are not addicting. What's addictive is how good you are at that specific game. That's what's addicting, like knowing that you're good at something.
I don't know about that. I guess, but my thing is I was bad when I started. And like I hear these little fucking 12-year-olds running their mouth. I'm like, really? I'm fucking 22 years old. I'll fucking smash your mouth in. So I practiced and got better.
See,
oh,
go ahead.
No, I think what Hex is saying is that the competitive side, I think overall will take you over. I think that's what it is. I think with a lot of people that play, they're just like, oh, hey, whatever. Yeah, I died 1,700 times, but I got one kill. Awesome. But, the majority of people that are involved in YouTube and the subscribers, they want to win, or they're competitive in some way or another, whether maybe it's not winning, but it's getting that, crazy fucking lucky shot or the skill shot or something like that. I think that's what they go for, and that's that competitive side in them.
Yeah. And again, like I didn't start playing video games until I was 24. Like obviously I played the Ocarina of Time, during high school, but that was at my buddy's house, and that was only before we went out to the basketball courts, So like I don't know why I started so late in life or what it was. Maybe I just got all my partying done and I was done with all the drugs, sex, and I would say rock and roll, but it was more of a hip hop scene for me. And I was all done with that, so I figured, I'll give this a try, and I don't know, I just liked it a lot.
Yeah, Yeah, kind of the same thing with me.
Yeah, how did you get started? Like, this is your podcast, so I'm just
No,
I am curious. So I do want to know.
Us, dude. No,
Yeah,
It's a valid question.
Here,
Go ahead, Sid.
I started playing FPS games. Like my first real FPS, of course, was GoldenEye. But just playing that, multiplayer, 4 people at your own house playing, that was fun. But I really got into Halo when that came out. Bought an Xbox because of Halo, and my friend introduced me to World at War. The day World at War came out was the day I started playing Call of Duty, and thought that was interesting, liked it. And then he introduced me to Call of Duty 4, said that game was better, and he was kind of right. So I got on that, and ever since then, started a whole YouTube channel, started playing with, really, really strong players, and just, for me, it's not the competitive aspect of it, it's not being good at it, although, it helps not being bad, if I had a .5 KD and a .5 win-loss, I probably wouldn't be playing this every night, but, it's just the whole camaraderie of that's the one reason why I play in a full party all the time. People ask me, TryHard, why are you always playing in a full party? I mean, it's boring. You don't get as many kills, blah blah blah. And yeah, maybe that's true. I don't get as many gameplays as a lot of YouTubers do when they play domination all by themselves. But I mean, I just have so much fun just chatting it up with guys that I've actually met at PAX Prime. And just playing with friends is I don't know. It's what's fun for me. It's my way of socializing with people who are like halfway across the world. That's what I enjoy.
Yeah. Well, I guess with me is I really got started because I hurt my back. Like I've had a console my whole life, but it's always been like I'd buy a new game and I'd play it for like 2 weeks and that's it. And I never played multiplayer. And I bought Gears of War. I hurt my back. It was fucked up. I couldn't do anything. So I bought Gears of War and I played the shit out of the campaign and it was fun. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try online. And then I went in and I got fucking shit on like 2 weeks in a row. I was like, this is bullshit. So I really it became less of a pastime and more of a hobby for me.
Yeah. That's cool. I always want to know this from people because like I've just never been into video games, and then all of a sudden, just one thing, one shot changed my whole life pretty much because I just started. I literally quit everything. I'm not saying that I became some antisocial dude, but I was done with the partying. I was 24. I'm 31 now, so a lot of people don't know that. Like I just turned 31 this in February, so I'm pretty old. Like. So
you and Verbal would get along great.
Yeah, exactly.
No, what I'm saying is that typically your reflexes are a lot better when you're younger.
Yeah.
I'm 31, and if I play for 1 week straight, my shot's gonna be on point, and I'm gonna do damage.
How much time would you say that you when you were in your TryHard Call of Duty game, like when that's all you did? How much time did you spend in front of your Xbox?
That is easy because my girlfriend timed me when I first started playing Call of Duty. Call of Duty 2, that is. On Call of Duty 2, I think I spent the most time on, and then I calmed down a bit more when Call of Duty 4 came out, and now I barely last time I played for more than 3 hours was at least 3 months ago. Like I touch my Xbox once every 2 weeks now. Which sucks, but it's part of the whole master plan. But that's neither here or there. I would have to say that I had a serious problem when I first started playing Call of Duty 2 on Xbox Live, and that's because that was the time when I sucked the most, and I couldn't live with myself at sucking at something, So I just she would. It all reminds. I always remember this one Saturday. I got home from the bar. I went to bed. I woke up 3 hours later. She went to her mom's house at around 7, and I started playing. She came back at 7 at night, and I was still on there, and it literally felt like half an hour. And I was just like, I hadn't eaten, showered, pissed, pooed, nothing. And after that, I just got on a crazy routine. So I would say 7.5 hours a day when I started playing Call of Duty 2.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's how I was with Gears when I started playing. It was heavy, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'd stop at the fucking grocery store, the liquor store. I'd buy like a 12-pack. I'd come home, be like, "Hey, babe, love you." Give her a kiss, and I'd sit down and just start fucking playing for hours. Weekends, it would be. I put in 24 hours on a weekend, easy.
Straight?
No, not straight. No. I'm old.
I did that once on Call of Duty. You're not older than me, man. I did that on Call of Duty 2. I started on a Saturday night. I just said I'm not going out, and I probably pulled like a definite 24-hour run, just playing nonstop. That was good times.
When Modern Warfare 2 first came out, my wife and my son actually they went like back home, so I was actually like I had a whole weekend to myself right when it came out, and that's all I did. That and drink. I didn't eat at all in 72 hours.
Dude, you want to hear about being a tryhard at playing Call of Duty? When Black Ops came out, I was, a few months into my own YouTube channel. I had worked up to like 500 subs, trying to make it big. And like my whole idea to, gain more subscribers was to get Black Ops really, really early. And of course, I wasn't, hooked into the whole, YouTube scene as much as I am now. So, there was no way of getting me a copy early. So what I did was I went to the midnight release, which was the best that I could do. It was still Eastern time, so I had it before anybody else in North America, right? So I took the week off, and that was the most awkward experience ever because my boss, who was actually my dad, I had to announce him that I was taking a week off in like mid-November. and the people in accounting, they always want a reason why you're taking the week off, right? Vacation, personal problems, blah, blah, blah. And, my reasoning was, I was like, well, Black Ops is coming out. And they looked at me in, like, the weirdest of ways. And I went to the midnight release with, like, my Black Ops shirt. I vlogged the whole thing.
Gay.
I uploaded, like, 3 videos a week for, like, 1 week. I literally, okay, I was single before I started YouTube. And I met a girl, and I made it clear to her that, I spend 8 hours a night in front of my computer / Xbox, and a microphone. And I talk about video games and, my whole, dream is to, get big and do stuff like, well, what you guys are doing over at Machinima. So, and, she's cool enough that, her reaction was, okay, as long as you don't, go to strip clubs every weekend, and that works for me. So, she's cool enough to let me do this, every single night. So I guess I'm like my biggest Call of Duty time is right now, where I'm playing, probably 3 hours a night, or if not, I'm, editing, rendering, commentating, surfing YouTube, chatting it up, stuff like that.
Yeah. That's good, man. Enjoy it because it's, you will get burnt out, especially if somebody throws you a curveball, like putting it extra sway on a sniper rifle and make it incredibly annoying. Because I'm telling you, like I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. I can't play. I just can't play Modern Warfare 2 or Call of Duty 4 and sit there long enough to get to my former self. Because to be good, you have to play consistently. You have to play. You have to put in the hours to be good. And I don't have those hours. So when I want to play something, I want nothing to change. I want to just keep on grooving. And that curveball was thrown at us, and we're making what we can with the best of it because. We can easily put out a regular gun gameplay, but our audience is so picky that we have to keep up to our usual thing, and that's sniping, and we owe it to them, of course.
Totally agree, man. I try to switch it up, but since my whole YouTube channel is about trying hard and playing like semi-competitive games with full parties,
mm-hmm.
I can get away with playing with the FAMAS and the 74U. And I enjoy that so much because when I see players, they're like, oh, here's this normal gameplay with my Akimbo PM63s with gold camo, and I'm using not Ghost, not Flat Jacket because those are bitchy perks. and
Fuck that! I use all of them.
Yeah,
I don't do shit.
I feel for those guys who are like trying to please their audience, who in turn is like killing them because they can never do a right move, right? Because every gun's an easy gun for all.
Well, that's.
Right?
Not if he's a sniper.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I was like, how does that...
I
was going to say, how does that work?
WA2000 or something.
No. As long as it's a bolt action, I don't know. I'm a little mixed. Like with the whole sniping community and all that, I think that I have my own views and people respect them because I've like my team has all sniped at a competitive level, you know. At one point or another, we've had a sniper in a game battles scene for a whole season. So you know, if I don't see anything wrong with hard scoping. I don't see anything wrong with quick scoping. You know, I've always said, and you can research all you want. I've always said that I quick scope out of necessity and not out of flash. I mean, sometimes, like every so often, out of flash. But winning the game is my main objective. You know, and that's winning with an underpowered weapon. And if I can do that, sniping, hard scoping, however it is I do it, I'm still gonna win the game. You know, you can sit there and spin and pull out a claymore, a fucking potato, and then a basketball, and get one cool shot and probably make a montage out of it. I'm going for the win, bro. You can do that all you. I'm never gonna misrepresent myself in a montage. You know, I'll never, like even now, I don't have any montages out because every single game that I go into is full of snipers, and I'll never release a sniper lobby montage because that's my standard. That's the way I was brought up in the whole, you know, business sniper side of things.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'd love to see that, just a sniper lobby. That would be hilarious. I think it'd be fucking pretty good. But
Sorry, Larry.
that's just me.
I don't want to cut you off, but
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I guess this guy's more fucking important.
He is because he has more subs. So no, but I did warn you guys that Nick Wilson was gonna come on the show and you know, kind of sub in. You know, he's like our sixth man right now. Well, not really our sixth, but kind of our fifth. And yeah, so he's here right now. Nick, what's up?
What's up, guys? How's it going? What's up? Big Optic Nick here. And oh, I'm sorry, that's Texas. Did I ever say that? Did I steal that from you?
No, you didn't. I thought you were gonna pull in a to the face right after that.
That would have been
on the
awesome.
list.
Yeah, Nick. So we were talking about our Call of Duty. Like what game got us really into like the FPS games? You know, for Hex it was Call of Duty 2. For Larry it was Gears. For me it was kind of like GoldenEye, and then World at War, and then Call of Duty 4.
No, for you it was the thought of dicks. That's it. That's what got you into video games. Don't lie.
I love chatting with underage men on Xbox Live. It turns me on, to be honest.
Who doesn't?
Jesus, that's a pedophile. That's a
Yeah,
pedophile, not gay,
legally-
Seb.
It's legally
Jesus.
correct. But Nick, man, what got you started into the whole first person shooter thing?
Well, I first started playing, like we talked about in the last episode, I first started playing, the GoldenEye with my buddies and stuff at the house. But the thing that really got me into, like, especially, like, I guess, being, like, a hardcore gamer, quote-unquote, you want to call it, actually when my ex-fiance, my baby mama, when she got pregnant, I was like, dude, okay, we can't go out no more. I think I was, like, 23 or 24 years old. Right? Yeah, I was 23. And, we went to like Walmart or whatever, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna buy this Xbox because, we can't go out and party no more. We can't do shit anymore. I gotta stay home. You're pregnant and can't do anything. So I was like, cool. All right, let's buy this Xbox. And she's like, oh, you don't even play Xbox or whatever else. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm gonna play it now. And I bought Call of Duty. I think it was Call of Duty 3 was the first one I played, and I was like, all right, this is pretty fun. Actually, I played the single player, and then I got online, and I got raped everywhere, and I was like, this is ridiculously stupid, whatever else. So I was like, cool. Call of Duty 2, figured it's a little earlier game, maybe a little easier or something. So I bought Call of Duty 2 and got on there again, got my ass raped everywhere I went. And then I was like, all right, you know what? This sucks. I'm gonna sit here and play this stupid fucking game until I win one game. If I can win one deathmatch one fucking time in this stupid Call of Duty 2 game, I'm gonna be happy. And I literally played that game for, I don't know, the whole pregnancy, and then while my fiance...
Dude, you were fucking killing all the feminists right now. Dude, like, oh, dude, pregnancy was rough, man. I had to play this game all the time.
But then
alternate reality.
But then she got into it, so then she was playing all the time. So like, then I get home from work, and she took off. She quit working after I think it was like 4 or 5 months in for her maternity leave or whatever else. So she quit working. So then I'd come home and she'd be in the Xbox and be like, get the fuck off the Xbox. Just because.
So she would be playing.
She got into COD 2 and then she got into COD 3 and she'd be pregnant playing. And then I get home and I'd be like, okay, get off the Xbox because I need to get on there and fucking kick some ass.
Was she in? Because I know pregnant women can sometimes get into these moods where they're really, really easily irritable. Did that happen to hers?
Yeah, she was always pissed off.
Dude, imagine a pissed off woman who's pregnant in like an Xbox Live lobby, just fucking like taking it off on like little 12-year-olds, like fuck you.
Yeah, but that's what got me into the whole Call of Duty deal was just when she got pregnant and with my daughter, I just basically quit playing everything.
I can't believe you played Call of Duty 3. Yuck.
Yeah, though that was the first one I played. I mainly played Capture Flag on that one, and then I was like, whatever. And then I got into COD 2, and I played COD 2 forever. And then when COD 4 came out, I didn't play COD 4 for a while because I stayed playing Call of Duty 2. And then that's when I got into doing some other stuff. And then I kind of went back to World of Warfare just a little bit, and then went right to Modern Warfare 2. And then from then on out, it's been pretty much nonstop.
Cool story, bro. But,
Yeah, seriously, CSP, dude.
But I want to talk a little bit about Brink, game that came out recently. I know a lot of YouTubers are playing it right now. I've seen some footage. We've all seen a bunch of reviews. I've seen Wings of Redemption's unbiased review of Brink, and I want to know what you guys' opinion on it. Like the whole multiplayer aspect, the fact that it may be they're having server issues or whatever, stuff like that. Is this a game that our subs should buy?
No.
Oh.
Straight up, no.
No.
Did you play it, Hex?
I played the demo.
Okay.
Yes.
What'd you think
And
of it?
I was not a fan. I'm very, very picky. And it just goes back to like your lifestyle or the way you were brought up with video games. If you've been playing video games your whole life and it's something that you truly enjoy, like different video games, then I can see somebody having the patience to give something a try. But me, I'm all about Call of Duty and that's it. Rarely do I play something like Halo, Gears of War, Battlefield. I'm just used to one thing, and that's what it is. So personally, I don't play it. I cannot offer a good assessment on the actual game since I never ever play any other game. So I'm gonna bow down and let you gentlemen discuss it.
See, I'm kind of in the same boat as you. See, when I switched from Halo to Call of Duty, it was such a hard switch for me just because Halo, you can actually get away from gunfights. In Call of Duty, especially in Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2 is crazy for that. If you see somebody and he sees you, one of you guys is dead, right? And that wasn't the case for Halo, and I had so much such a hard time getting to the high-paced action of it that when you start to really, really get good at the Call of Duty franchise, which is a good thing because every year they put out a new game and you can jump into that and it's the same thing over and over again. That when you want to, when other FPS games comes out and it's a whole new learning thing, you got to learn to do different stuff, especially with a game like Brink and Crysis with the whole abilities that you had, stealth and armor and stuff like that. You got to relearn all those things to actually get good at it. And I know I was bad at Call of Duty for like at least 6 months. My stats were terrible. I did not know what I was doing. I never knew anything about it. I didn't know that Ninja was a good perk until Modern Warfare 2. So I can totally understand where you're coming from. Not actually wanting or needing to learn a new FPS game.
Right. Well, I'm glad someone's with me.
I never played Brink. I didn't even play the.
Did you watch a few videos? Did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not really at all. I saw online a lot of people were talking about how it was kind of like TF on PC and whatever else, and I never really got into that much as far as PC gaming is concerned either. So it was going to be like one of those things. I guess it came out, and I was just like, whatever, doesn't bother me, and it doesn't matter to me, and whatever else. Especially if we're going to talk about playing video games for YouTube or whatever else, and then I'm only going to play games that I enjoy playing, and I'm not going to play a game that I don't enjoy playing just to put it on YouTube. That's definitely not going to happen.
Yeah, dude. I bought both Homefront and Crysis 2 with the hope that something was gonna, because I guess I was kind of looking for something, I was engaged to Call of Duty, and I kind of wanted to cheat on it just a little bit, try something else. So I bought Homefront, bought Crysis. Was really happy because they looked sexy, And then, God, was so disappointed with everything. I was like, no, Homefront's too slow for me. And, Crisis is just fucked up. I just don't understand it, so,
Yeah,
Just
Crisis. That's a game that I tried getting into that. I played like 10 games of it. And I was just like, I just don't. Same with Halo with me. I couldn't get into Halo at all whatsoever.
Dude.
It's kind of like how what Hex was saying. I mean, the only first person shooter game right now of this era that's going on right now that only keeps me entertained and keeps me saying I want to go home and sit down in front of my Xbox for 4 hours straight is the Call of Duty games, the Call of Duty franchise. That's the only ones that have kept me entertained. Is saying I'm going to keep coming back to it. I try out the new ones when they come out, but it's just one of those things, I guess.
You know which game I was really into that a lot of that I wish people were still playing right now? BLTD.
Wait, what's...
Bacon, lettuce, tomato, and dick. No, Black Light Tango Down.
Oh, yeah, I tried that game. Yeah, okay.
I played it. I actually have it. I downloaded it, the full version of it. But every time I tried playing, I just there was never really anybody there, or I was having such connection issues in the beginning. This is when it first released with the first demo, and then I played a little bit after that, and I just never could get into a good game. But I remember watching, I think it was Gold Glove posted a video on it probably like a month ago. He was talking about how, other than Call of Duty, it's probably one of the most fun first-person shooters he's played in a long time.
Was that the game where you could spawn trap the enemy? Like, they would always
spawn in the same spot. Yep.
Yeah. See, I think I watched a CNNers video of it where he was, because they were like health pickup, like not pickups, but like health stations or whatever, and people would just be camping that, and he posted a gameplay, a ridiculous score on it. He went flawless. All he did was hang around that health pickup or whatever it was, and just own people trying to get health. It was so flawed. For I don't know. Yeah, that was my vision of it.
Yeah, but I think it was like $5, wasn't it?
I don't know. I forget, but like people always kept going back to that thing, and I don't know. He just kept raping him face, but CNNers is CNNers, right? I mean,
yeah.
Just a fucking beast at everything. Fucking hate the guy. But and I'm guessing Larry doesn't play that game because it's not cool enough, right, Larry? Oh, he's still away. All right.
Still away.
So we caught Larry in a smoke break, but all right. So since we're all so fucking Call of Duty fanboys, there are a few games coming out this November. Skyrim, Gears of War 3, and Modern Warfare 3.
There's Skyrim?
Or I can't pronounce it, dude. Skyrim. Dude, you read.
I think it says Skyrim.
It's Skyrim, though.
The Elder Scrolls game?
I've never heard of it, no.
What?
I have no idea.
Me
I
either.
can't pronounce it. I think it's pronounced Skyrim. I think I got it right.
Elder Scrolls sounds epic, though. I wish they made a movie that had something to do with Elder Scrolls. Was that random?
That was so random, but
Elder Scrolls. Just read it. Elder Scrolls.
we just see Hags like bashing everything that's not FPS right now. It's just like nope, not having it.
No, I again, if for example, the new Wii has been announced, so I know that there's going to be a new Mario Brothers coming game, and I know there's going to be a new. Hopefully, I'm obviously hoping for this that there's going to be a new some sort of Mario Kart coming out and a new Zelda. I mean, fuck, that would be pretty epic for me personally as a person.
Hey, I got a Wii. I play it. I always play all the new Marios.
I got a Wii. I don't do anything with it. It's stupid to me.
You ever played any of the Marios? Mario Galaxy, Super Mario, the new Super Mario?
Nope, not for me. I don't enjoy games that give you tips. Like, I Zelda was big on that, and that turned me off from the whole Zelda franchise. Because they were like, oh, well, you've been sitting here for 5 minutes. Maybe you should touch that water bucket right there. Maybe that's useful. I mean, I don't want to be taken like an idiot. It pisses me off.
Black Ops gives you tips?
I don't play Black Ops single player.
Me either.
I'm talking about multiplayer. Every time in the loading screen,
it's just stupid.
You use the B button.
That's just comments. That's for Christmas people.
See, like you want to know how much of a tryhard I am? Like when I bought the new Halo, I bought like the Prestige Edition. I figured I would get into the whole Halo thing. I looked up a bunch of Halo YouTubers, the really strong guys, and I realized they were like mostly playing on Bumper Jumper. And first thing I did, turned on Halo, put on Bumper Jumper, turned on my sensitivity. I was fucking like going for the MLG legit setup, and I went like double negative for like 2 hours and gave the game away to my fans.
That I think. See, but I think that there is like the right way to go. Like I have Diesel, one of my teammates, has been playing Gears of War competitively since Gears of War, and like I wish there was some sort of tips and tricks that I can look at, because I get in there and immediately I'm like, oh, Call of Duty, why isn't this jump shot working? You know, so I would like somebody to do that, and I guess that's where those smaller channels are going to thrive. You know, where they're going to put some sort of tips and tricks that the bigger guys are going to use, and they're going to be like, hey, thanks to this little dude right here, I'm decent at the game. Because I know. I'm sorry, and I know that you guys are going to feel the same. I mean, the second you get decent at something, then you know that there's hope that if you keep on trying, you're going to get to a respectable level.
Oh, great, 100%.
I mean, Goldie put out tips and tricks, but it's hard to do it for Gears. He did tips and tricks, tips. But for Gears, it's hard, man. Like, you have to go back. Like, in order to play Gears, you have to play, like, the first one, and then the second one, so you can waste $60 and throw it away, and now you can play the beta. Like, it's hard to do it in Gears, man. It's all about feel and touch. Mm-hmm. That's it. You really have to enjoy it.
What, Larry?
Feel
Shut
and
your
touch.
Throat. Shut your throat, Seb.
Shut your mouth before I fuck it.
All right. So with that being said,
That being said,
are you gonna pick up Gears of War 3 Hex?
yes.
Let's all forget Skyrim. So picking up Gears of War 3, Larry. I guess you are too, right?
Oh yes.
Nick.
No, I played Gears of War. Never got into Gears of War 2. A few of my buddies were really, really big into the Gears of War thing, and I just never really could get into it. I guess I just pretty much, like we talked about earlier, I sucked so bad, and I just never effort into getting better at it. To where, like Heck said, to a respectable level, to where I can sit down and play the game and be like, okay, I'm not going 1 in 75 and my team's losing every time, so I'm going to have fun playing the game. So I have absolutely zero desire to play it at all.
See, that's what I'm surprised like to hear Nick and like Optic say that they're not like big Gears fans, because that's where like shit talking began. Like, there was no fucking party chat back in the day. Like, you could go 1 in 17, but that one kill you would fucking go on about for like 3 matches. I loved it.
See,
So awesome.
see, I like the whole third person thing was killing for me. I'm not a big fan of that. But, you know, I got into the beta and played some of that, and actually played with good players, started watching, you know, Larry and fucking Goldie are beasts at it. Started watching their stuff and, you know, learning, and I actually started enjoying it. But, you know, a week into, you know, playing that game, I just said that, you know, fuck, I'm just going back to Black Ops for some reason. I guess I don't know what it is about Black Ops. For me, at least, it's a fucking drug. It's just, there's something about it that I just don't want to let it go. I mean, Gears is great. It's fine. Like, the beta was awesome. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. It was something new. I just didn't, I don't know, there was something about it. It just wasn't working for me.
The only reason that I don't play the beta as much is because all I do is play bots, because my connection sucks dick. All I do is play bots.
Yeah, Gears, according to those who play, is all about connection.
Yeah, well, that's why, like, I guess the beta doesn't have dedicated servers. But there's a whole bunch of tricks when you play Gears 1 on how to get host, keep host, and just stack the fucking room. But really good play. Like, I've seen people from the UK that would just fucking wall bounce the shit out of you. Like, they had 2-second bullet lag, which is retarded in Gears of War. Like, that's awful. And they would just fucking rape people. It was retarded. So, I mean, it's more about connection than... I don't want to say it's more... It's like connection and skill are 50-50, but if you don't
like
have...
that, though? Like from what I experienced, I didn't see any connection issues. Was that just me? Or?
Yeah, it's not dedicated servers for the beta.
Okay.
So
are you dreading the fact that it's going to be the same problem again with Gears when, like, the full game comes out?
Nope, not at all. I will play in a fucking 3-second bullet lag connection and still have a fucking... Well, I won't say I'll have a blast, but I'll run my mouth all day. I'll be 0 and 12 and I'll still be talking shit.
Yeah, you know what? I think that bars and clubs should have dedicated servers. I hate calling a different dude over, like, "Yo, let me get the same drink." I don't remember what I was drinking. Random. Sorry, guys.
Well, with that being said, Larry, why doesn't the same come over for Black Ops?
What do you mean?
Like going 1 and 12 and just shit talking all day long. Is it because the age group of people that's playing with it? Does that have anything to do with it? I don't know. I don't play Gears of War, so I don't know if it's like how Black Ops or any Call of Duty game is for that matter.
I think Call of Duty is a much bigger game, so you have a much bigger fucking. I don't know. I don't even know what the word is right now. But you have more people that play the game, so your range of ages and people who play it for fun and for not are, you have a huger audience, I guess.
Right.
But for Gears, like especially in the beta, like the first 2 or 3 days, you wouldn't really run into full parties unless you had one. And right now, like it sucks playing by yourself, especially on a shitty connection, because it's just full parties, and they are like there's Gears vets that I remember from Gears 1. I remember their gamer tag. Going in there and I'm like, God fucking damn it. And I have 4 bots on my team. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Can we all agree that, Gears is great, but when Modern Warfare 3K comes out, once again it's gonna be the fucking killer of everything?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be, but
You think that Gears 3 is going to be the killer of what?
No. Modern Warfare 3, like once that bomb drops, it's just fuck everything else.
Yeah, I think, and I'm sure that I'm talking a lot, and I apologize. Please shut me up if I am. But I think that that Modern Warfare 3 is. I think Call of Duty in general is going to continue to do that until my boy Vince Zampella from Respawn Entertainment comes out with whatever new secret game he wouldn't tell me about is dropping. But I'm telling you, man. I mean, in Infinity Ward. I mean, let's be honest, and you guys can tell me your opinion. I mean, TryHard, you started playing on World at War, so you may have a different view. But Infinity Ward games have always been the game. When it comes to Call of Duty, there's. I just like them better. The development, everything, the feel, everything. It's just a better game.
Yep.
I totally agree. I mean,
the graphics are better by far. That's what gets me in a game is the graphics.
Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, Larry, and say that you're part of a minority, because
what do you say?
Mexican.
What do you say?
For the whole graphics thing, I think most of us are just looking for something that's on par with COD 4. I think anything COD 4 standards and above for me works. I don't really care that the textures are great. People were bitching about Carnival being bad or whatever. I didn't really give a shit. All I care about is that maps are balanced, and I want them to focus more on guns, on ability, like not abilities, but just playability. Fix glitches, balancing issues, map design, then colors and textures. I couldn't care less whether they actually textured wind and they had wind simulations. I don't care if they got a rocket blowing off. For me, it's a piss off. This is me raging on Treyarch right here. Like why would you want to incorporate stuff like that when? Well, okay, I take it back because I can understand how that would appeal to other people. But me being part of that TryHard, I play a lot. I'm a diehard. I guess.
You're in a minority. No, I'm with him on this one, and right back at you, man. I think you and I have. I wish it was just blocks and everything was black and white, so I can see a little foot sticking out of somewhere, so I can snipe it.
Do Minecraft just fucking Minecraft 16-bit and fucking play.
No, not that. I just want something solid. I don't want the whole trickery of, hey, I'm hiding in a bush, come find me. If I see someone's foot sticking somewhere, at least I know where my enemy is. And I think that disguising and putting different textures and walls and all that, I like it obviously, but
I'm actually watching the stream right now, and Tino's is streaming some of his own gameplay, and it's on Hotel right now. And if you look at that, you can see all of the artwork that took time, took resources. They got papers, they got all this unnecessary stuff walking around, they got stuff moving, they got animation, they got small sounds when you get near a radio. All of this.
Those are details, but it doesn't mean that it's good graphics.
No, but wait, Larry. Yeah, but stuff like that takes memory. Like, cause okay,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, they are maxing out the 360 right now and PS3. So for them to be able to squeeze more performance out of it, they need to take stuff out. And I think this whole thing, like this, all of these details, like right now he's in a chopper gun and there are lights fucking flashing around everywhere and stuff, like that's taken away from my game balance, from my map design, from maybe another zombie map, from maybe another DLC. I don't know. See?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, like, do you really have to? I mean, I can understand how somebody who's new at this game jumps into multiplayer, plays Hotel, and sees all these papers, all this randomness, all this interesting stuff, being like, oh my god, this game is awesome. But for me, that's not interesting.
I have to go ahead. I'm sorry, I know. I'm like talking my ass like it's the Optic Hex podcast all of a sudden. The only time I record Call of Duty, like at least half of I have a day and a half played on it, I think. No more than 2, I guarantee it. But half of that time I've spent playing it in 3D. That's the only time I'm actually having fun at the game. I can't even record because it's like, it's 2 different screens. I don't know if you guys have had the chance to play it in 3D, but that's the only time I'm actually having fun because it's like, oh shit, look, it actually looks 3D-ish, right? I mean, that's the point.
Like, is it nice?
Yeah, I like it. Half of that time was played on that, and whenever I need to do a gameplay commentary or whatever, or get a gameplay, I play on regular and then I record. But again, the other half is played in 3D, man, and that's because I have fun. It's the only time it's fun.
That's another gimmick for me. I don't see interest in that.
You should try it out before you.
Yeah, maybe.
Before you spit on it.
No, but I mean, if it helps
Goddamn
me see
Canadians.
Around, no, but like, if it helps me see around corners, I'm down for it. If it doesn't do anything for me, I'm not interested. It's just the way I am. I guess I just want efficiency in my game, and that's inefficient.
Is that why you like Magic so much?
Oh,
dude, Magic. Okay, see, Magic's one of those games where I'll play if I'm uploading stuff.
I just said that.
I know
You play.
Am I the only Magic player in this chat right now?
Fucking not
Probably.
me, bro.
Oh god.
All right. Well, speaking of,
I like girls, bro. Sorry.
Oh, it's so low. Go ahead, Nick.
Speaking of like artwork and all that stuff you guys are talking about, the graphics and whatever else, have you got? Obviously, everyone's seen all the Modern Warfare 3 leaks and stuff that came out today on every site, and Kotaku, whatever else. So, like looking at the map, I just put a link in the stream, not the stream, but in the little chat thing, call, whatever else. But like if you look at like the map Carbon, like that I'm looking at right now, it seems to be a lot more open. It doesn't seem like with Black Ops, the maps, like we were talking in the last episode, with all the different interactivity and whatever else.
Corners. Lots of
corners. And freaking elevators and so much other bullcrap that doesn't matter. It seems like, at least what I'm hoping for, is it gets more towards like how Modern Warfare 2 was, and even like COD 4, where the maps are a little bit more open. It makes it a little bit, like what Seb was saying, where there's, and so is Optic Hex, you can't hide in a corner and you can't blend in with your environment and be like, I can't even see who's over there, no matter what, even if you're standing right in front of them. I mean, Black Ops killed it for me on that. I mean, you freaking throw Ghost on, you sit in a bush, you literally can't even tell there's anybody in there unless they shoot you in the back. So that's one thing that I'm hoping with Modern Warfare 3 at least comes out, is looking at just some of the maps that I've seen from screenshots and whatever else, that it looks like it's going to be a lot more open, and hopefully, looking at the character, renderings and models and whatever else, it's going to be a little bit easier to see, your actual enemy and whatever else, which makes the game more fun, especially because it's not going to have everything so, I don't know, clusterfucked, I guess. It's kind of how I feel with Black Ops. It's such a cluster. Every maps. That's why I couldn't play Crysis 2 either.
Kind of broke out there, Nick. Can you go back?
Yeah, please.
I start again at clusterfuck.
Like Black Ops is kind of like a clusterfuck for me because there's so much, like you said, so much stuff going on. It's kind of hard to always focus on, your enemy or whatever else. And same thing with like Crysis 2. The reason why some of the reasons I could never really get into Crysis 2 at all was the same thing. Was there's so much crap going on with the maps and the way the enemies blended in with your environment. If I can't see what the hell I'm shooting at, what the hell's the point of sitting there and playing at the game whatsoever? I like with like Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4 where you can actually see things. There's not a whole bunch of shit obstructing your view. It's more
like
an open
Gears
map.
3.
Yeah, for watching the videos on Gears 3, yeah, I would say pretty much like that. But I think the other thing too with Gears 3 is with it being a third-person shooter, you're getting a bigger view. So therefore, since you're having the bigger view, you can't have things obstructing your view simply because it's just not designed that way.
Yeah, no, you're right exactly, because I think maybe that's what I meant by graphics when I say like better graphics. It doesn't have to be like you're playing on, a regular fucking CRT and it's like you're looking at a LED TV, but I mean that it's clean and you can see what the fuck is behind a bush. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of why I love third-person shooters, because it's very hard to hide somewhere when you're in a third-person shooter.
Yeah.
But see, the whole idea of looking around a corner that you're not even around makes for
that's when you pull out the shotty and you wall bounce them, son.
No, but okay, I totally get that. But you know how we bitch about camping? We don't like people camping and stuff. Like, what's worse, a camper sitting in a corner with a claymore, or a guy laying around a corner, looking around the corner even though he's not around it, fucking, waiting for somebody to wall bounce or whatever.
Claymore, because he's not,
exactly.
Claymore. No, Claymore, because he's not there.
The Gears
But he
camper,
can't see you.
Yeah, exactly. Like the ghost camper is waiting for you to go by. He doesn't know anything. You can surprise him by getting in there. A guy who knows you're coming, he sees you coming, and you can't do anything about that unless you know he's there. And he could fucking sit there for days if he wants to.
Yeah.
I don't think that really applies to Gears of War 3 as much as it does to Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty, even though it's a first-person shooter, like, you won't see that guy hitting around a corner.
Modern Warfare 3 had third person.
Yeah, well, I mean, but that's what I'm basing this on is Gears. So if like you can do the same thing to that person, so you can check your corner. You know what I'm saying? Like you can check your corner. Like if you're gonna go into a room, you slide into the wall and you can rotate your joystick and see if there's anyone in there, and then pop out. And the only way he's gonna be there is if he's really sitting in a back corner that you can't see, and the chances of him winning a gun battle are limited. Because in Gears 3, again, it's back on connection and it's back on shot placement. It's not just like spraying. You can't spray with a shotgun when you have to pump it.
Okay, okay. What if I ask you this, Larry? You're our Gears 3 expert right now. Let's say there is absolutely no lag. Let's say both games, Gears and Call of Duty have absolutely no lag whatsoever. They have like perfect zero ping. Everybody's on a fucking 4-bar. Are you playing Gears more than Call of Duty?
I plead the fifth. No, see, like Gears is very it's very fast paced at times, but Call of Duty is fast paced all the time, depending on how you play the game. The majority of players play it fucking hard and fast. Gears 3, you'll get you'll get a mixture of, it'll be slow for a while to get out there and you get into the battle. You're trying to pick your weapon and make sure your teammates are in the right positions, trying to get the power weapon or whatever. But Call of Duty, like, I guess it depends how you play, man. I guess that's the bottom line. No matter what game it is, it depends how you play.
I think you're limited with what you can do with a third-person FPS game. Well, okay, that was a contradiction in itself, but a third-person shooter game. Just because you gotta animate that player. You know how much effort they put into animating that Gears player? He's hopping around stuff. He's fucking diving, rolling all over the place. That takes a lot of resources and stuff like that, and takes away from the fucking quickness of the whole thing. I mean,
they do it on purpose. They slowed Gears of War 3 down. Gears of War 1 was way faster. Way faster. Gears of War 2 was slower.
See, I think...
And Gears of War 3 is a mixture of both.
I think that's a big mistake. I think a reason why why the whole Call of Duty franchise, for that matter, is a winning one, and why it's dominating everything, let's not kid ourselves. I know we all have we all hate it for one reason, we're all haters of it, whatever, but it's winning right now, and it's been winning for the last 4 years. The reason for it, a big reason, I'm a big believer in this, is the fact that it's 60 frames per second. I think this is huge. The whole response time, everything's faster. It's just every other game feels so clunky. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. Gears feels clunky. Like if you haven't played it before, there's a lot of people that pick it up and they're like, oh, this is weird.
You know what I really like? Kool-Aid. Delicious.
You know what I like?
Right now. Sugar
I like it
water purple.
I like it when we move on from Gears and talk about something else.
I think
All right, here we
go.
God.
All right.
I drink my whole cup of Kool-Aid listening to you guys argue about that shit.
Wow.
Now I have no Kool-Aid, and know what am I supposed to do?
All right.
Anyways,
Get some
E3.
vodka.
So yeah.
vodka.
Okay. So
Hex, are you going to go to E3 or PAX or anything like that, or no, you too busy?
Well, obviously, I might make a secret unannounced appearance at E3. Wait, I just announced it, right? It's still up in the air. As far as PAX East, is it? No, PAX West.
PAX West, PAX Prime.
Yes, I'm gonna. When is that?
That's
last week of
August.
6th.
Yeah,
And-
28th.
August.
And what do I need? Tickets or something?
you need to.
Yeah.
You gotta buy a 3-day pass.
Yeah, no, those are sold out, dude. You need to buy the passes individually now.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm sure somebody.
Yeah, there's people have passes for sale. I mean, I think somebody said they weren't going to go. Or
Awesome.
whatever.
Yes, I'm definitely. Wait. When is it? Because I'm like
Last
And,
weekend of August.
last weekend of August. I don't know. May not be able to do that if there's an MLG event happening. Then I can search right now. But are any of you going to any MLG events that are coming up? Because those are fun.
We had talked
I'd
about
love
going
to.
to Columbus and getting a small group of commentators together or whatever else, just to go to
Do
Columbus
it.
and
Come
have fun
support the Optic Gaming team.
I am so fucking jelly of you guys, because see, I take weeks off every time I go to this to these events. I've been to PAX Prime, not PAX Prime, PAX East.
PAX East.
And met, like 20 YouTubers, had a blast, had a great time. It was in Boston, which is like 5-hour drive from my house, which is great. But if I want to go to these events, man, it's a fucking plane ride. It's a week off work, stuff like that.
It's because you're from fucking Canada, bro.
I know, dude. Like,
Let's get back to the Americans.
Yeah, I'm not going. I just saw that's the Raleigh, North Carolina event, the 26th and 28th.
Sad face, dude. We were looking into renting a house. For
for PAX.
Yeah.
Talked about that. That whole chat seemed to go elsewhere, whatever else. But even like Ryan Fwiz, he was talking to T-Mart, Trevor about that, whatever else, about renting the house. I mean, obviously we have like in that one chat, there was like 16 or 17 of us talking about going and whatever else. And then we were like, okay, cool. We can rent this house that sleeps 18 people. And it's like, $2,500 for one whole week, which like I'm flying in the day before. So I'm flying in Thursday, which is I think the 25th.
Is this for PAX?
Yeah, for PAX. And then we're flying. Go ahead.
If that's what everybody's doing.
No, seriously, no. I'm telling you, PAX is a fucking great time, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I don't know what MLG events are like. I'm sure they're
They're
pretty
awesome. That's what they are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're fucking awesome. But I'm just letting you know, like, PAX is on a whole other level. I mean, it's probably not going to be as good because I'm not there, but it'll be all right.
Okay, wait. Let's all be honest here, because I went to PAX for 4 days. I slept there 3 nights. Yeah, no, 4 nights. I went there 5 days. Slept there 4 nights. Went to PAX for 4 hours, and that was it.
And that's what it's so funny. That's what everybody said in the other chat was. They're like, dude, we're gonna go for the first day, and then all we're gonna do is party until we fall over.
Taylor was the best. Nurka, he's in the chat. He's like, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about PAX, but I'm going. It was great because it was so true. Like, we all went there thinking we're gonna be doing these, trying out new games, and I mean, we did. I mean, we all played Gears. We all played these games, but most of the time was spent in a fucking suite, just drinking, partying, playing Xbox, goofing off, and
or sleeping. You were sleeping while I was drinking. That's all I'm saying.
dude, I went to bed at like 7 in the morning, talking like having a seminar.
Yeah, well, that's different.
It was
yucky.
It was epic. But yeah, gotta admit, PAX is more of a reunion for YouTubers and anything else, and I wouldn't miss it for the life of me right now. I've already announced
I'm trying to get back in the States so I can go to it, but it's not going to happen right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying hard. I would burn my leave to go back for fucking 3 days. I would not see my wife and my son.
You're like, honey,
I would not go.
I'll be
Yeah.
spending my leave over in Seattle. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'd fly her out or something, but I'm just saying, like, I would go.
No,
That shit was awesome last time.
Just don't even talk to her. Just do it. Fuck it.
No, she doesn't make the rules. Uncle Sam makes the rules. I got to do what Uncle Sam says.
Speaking of
sorry.
MLG, Hex, when is MLG Columbus?
Columbus, June 3rd through the 5th.
And then then we have E3 the 6th through the 8th.
Yeah,
7th through the 9th.
it's pretty gangster, bro. That schedule is pretty gangster. Like,
yeah, because I had talked to Trevor about going out with those guys and hanging out with all those guys at the MLG Columbus, and then we had talked about flying out to go to E3 and whatever else. But as it is now, I'm going to try to go to the MLG thing if I can for like a day or two, whatever else. But as of right now, E3, it's basically going to be I'm going to fly out late, like Thursday night after work, whatever else, and then just hang out all night long and crash out somewhere for the night, and then go to E3 during the day and meet up with a bunch of people, and then fly out like the next morning after I party my face off all night long with everybody. Because there's so many people that I know they're going to E3 that want to go and hang out and whatever else. So I think I'm going to definitely try to do a day trip or whatever else, or a day and a half trip to check out E3. But I really want to go to an MLG event because I've never been, and watching all the MLG Dallas stuff and looking at all the pictures, I'm just like, that looks like it's a great time, and it's something I definitely want to get into. So as far as the MLG stuff goes, and the tournaments and the actual whole big couple days events, I mean, obviously you go to those all the time and stuff. I mean, what's all involved with those?
I've been to 2. I plan on making every single one. Actually, now I'm considering PAX more, because it's the thing with that is that I obviously, if I go to North Carolina, I get to meet a lot of the people that watch my videos at North Carolina, you know, and they're actual. I mean, I don't know. Is the public allowed at PAX? Like, is there?
Yeah, public allowed at PAX. E3 is not.
Yeah, PAX is all about the public.
Yep.
Oh, that's. I don't know. I like that too, because I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to go to.
No, PAX really isn't all about the public. Like, you kind of have to pay to get in, but there's a lot of fucking people that pay to get in, dude. A lot of people. So it's kind of a coin flip, but I understand where you're coming from with the public. So
yeah, the reason I say that is because I'm attending every single one. I'm going from. I just went to Dallas. I'm going to Ohio, then Anaheim. Then I was thinking about going to North Carolina, and then Orlando, and then Providence. And it's like, man, I'm going to 7 MLG events. I can throw in a PAX, you know, to replace it, but then the people that were hoping to see me I'm so like, I don't know if people want to fucking see me at North Carolina. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. But, you know, wishful thinking, obviously. I don't know. You guys are kind of convincing me to you know,
I think
skip one.
Your experience is going to be a little bit different between Dallas and PAX, because
yeah, dude, totally.
Yeah, because like MLG, I'm sure MLG is fun, but like PAX is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to meet all these people that you just talk to or watch their videos from. I mean, that was my experience. Like, you don't know what the person is. You think you have an idea of them, and then you go there and you meet them, and they're either fucking way better than you thought, or they suck worse, kind of like Seb. No, I'm just kidding. Guy's awesome. But no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have that, and then if you're big time, like, you know, you guys are, you're going to have people be like, oh, shit, it's Optic Hex. What's up, dude? Can I talk to you? And there's, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like what you go through at MLG, at MLG events.
This was what I think Taylor and, you know, Justra, Dunkus, and all those guys, they were sitting in the cafeteria at PAX East.
Yep.
And they all got out their Blackberries, iPhones, whatever, and started tweeting. They're like, "We're in the courtyard at PAX East." ... And then 15 minutes later, a fucking crowd comes in and like, "Oh my god!" And it was so like surreal that, you know, the actual YouTube thing is you know, it's real, man. Like your followers, your views you get, this is real people, and it was really, really funny putting name to faces. Like, they were like, "Oh my god, I watch your stuff, you know, it's great. I like what you do," and, you know, it was really, really real, and to me, it was one of the most rewarding experiences I've had in a long time.
Yeah,
and that's kind of gay, but whatever.
Yeah, the first time I got recognized was at Best Buy here in Schaumburg. I got there and I asked the dude, I'm like, "Hey, do you guys have the new Slims? I can't find them." He looked at me weird, and I was like, "Do you guys have the new Xbox 360 Slims?" Like, I got louder. I'm like, "Man, am I mumbling? What, you know?" And he's like, I think I know you from somewhere." And I was like, I don't know. I'm like, "Do you watch YouTube videos?" He's like, "You're Optic Hex." And I was like, "Yeah, I am."
Did you bust out your intro right?
I'm like,
there?
"Yeah, I am. What of it, sir?" No, I didn't. But and then the one that really made me feel good was this past weekend. My girlfriend and daughter and I went out to breakfast here again in Schaumburg, and I paid, everything's good, and I'm paying, and the dude's like, "Hey, you're Optic Hex, right?" And I was like, "I am." And I thought he was. I don't know what to say. Well, what do you say? Like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm like, yeah. I shook his hand and I introduced myself, and he, but I don't know what to say. What do you say? Like, hey, you're Optic Hex.
All right, Hex. Well, speaking of getting recognized and stuff like that, has anybody ever recognized? I mean, I don't know how deep you go into as far as the whole graffiti is concerned, and like artistry and things of that. You stay up on like there's other sites and stuff for that. Has anybody ever recognized you out of the blue for? I mean, I don't know if like you had like a little, back out here in Phoenix, we have always little crews that kind of roll together, whatever else, and do art together, whatever else. So I don't know how it is out with you guys, or if that's how you do your artwork, whatever else. But has anything as far as your graffiti gotten you any recognition at all or whatsoever?
Yeah, but with that it's a lot different because you don't ever want to show your face when, like, I haven't painted in over 10 years, like, illegally. But yeah, I made a good name for myself. I feel not only that, but I'm crewmates with one of the best graffiti writers in Chicago, Omens, and he was featured on the front cover of Graffitism, which is like the largest graffiti magazine in the world. So in that magazine alone, I have like 10 pictures of my work. They ran a CCS ad. You know what CCS is? I don't know if you guys are into skating or that scene.
Yeah.
But the CCS shoes like ran an ad in front of one of my pieces. So I mean, in the graffiti side of things, I did okay for myself. As far as me being recognized, no, because that's illegal and you don't want to be associated with that.
What I meant by recognized, like as far as like, I mean, obviously now you do the face plates and you do the Xboxes and things of that nature. So bringing your art, as far as bringing graffiti is not necessarily as the illegal art form, but the actual just art form that is graffiti in your style of art. And obviously now with bringing it into gaming and everything else, do you think gaming helped you at all with getting, I guess, your medium in a broader audience?
Absolutely not. No. In fact, I get messages here and there from graffiti writers that says, "You stole the name from a Chicago graffiti artist named Hex," and I'm like, "It's me, bro." Yeah, because go ahead. I was gonna say because they can't believe that someone that was once, I mean, I don't know. I just, if you go from painting trains and walls and in the graffiti world, that's what it's all about, to painting fucking pieces of plastic, it's not that it's nothing to be proud of, but it's it's a creative outlet for me. And since I always promised my girlfriend the second that we had a kid, I would stop doing that illegally, because I mean it's dangerous. You're in a train yard at 12 at night till like 4. It's not safe and it's irresponsible.
See, because this is weird, because you're talking about being illegal and whatnot. I live in Montreal.
Hey! You gotta have to say that because I am Mexican. I was born in Texas.
No, okay, wait. But,
Canada? No, I'm kidding.
No, because I'm from Quebec.
Losing.
Montreal, right? And there's this company here in Montreal that actually, because like they were getting tired because a lot of people were quote unquote, putting graffiti up on their trailers, on their vans and whatnot, and they would have to like wash them and scrub it off or whatever. Yeah. What they actually did was they hired one of the best known graffiti artists who was like really, really into the whole underground scene to actually do kind of like graffiti inspired logos onto the trailers, and he did about, I think it was 20 trailers. And they're still around now. Like, they look really, really sweet. Like, they got like the company logo that's all written in like graffiti, whatnot. Like, it's really, really nice. And I think it was really, really, like, I don't know how to say it, but endearing for the whole graffiti community to, they actually did something that was, seen as awesome, man. Yeah,
the best graffiti deterrent you can ever have on a wall is graffiti. That's, if somebody. If somebody's tagging up with bubble letters or throwing up gang signs or whatever, you put an actual production on there, and that shit will stop immediately. So we pretty much win-win. It's a win-win situation. Either graffiti's on that wall that is pretty shitty, and it's the whole purpose of that specific graffiti is to get your name out, or you have an an entire production that takes like a couple of days to finish. It's multicolored characters, everything that goes into it, and nobody goes over it. Nobody puts shitty graffiti on there, so it's a win-win. Either
is it because they respect the effort? Is that what
yes, that and the graffiti writer. It's the only time somebody will go over your work is when you have beef.
Oh, okay. So that's your way of kind of getting back at that dude, right?
Yeah, and one of the misconceptions, and I know nobody fucking cares, but I'm gonna explain to you guys that one rule I heard was extremely absurd, that throw ups go over tags, pieces go over throw ups are bubble letters, pretty much, that takes 5 seconds to make, and that's not true. I would never ever put an entire like multicolored production over someone over a legend's throw up or tag even. You just don't do it. It's misconception, made up rules by toys.
All right. Well, speaking of that, it's kind of like that video that I showed you that my buddies made from Osiris made the other day about Risk and whatever else. And we were talking about that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking more of the mainstream line aspect of graffiti and whatever else. I don't know. I'm sure you've seen the movie Through the Gift Shop.
Yes.
So about Bansky and all that stuff and whatever else.
Mm-hmm.
How do the guys that are doing that style of I don't know. I don't consider it graffiti necessarily.
Me
I mean, how does that, when you look at what Bansky does and those other guys?
Style?
Yeah.
What Bansky does go ahead. Heck, you're better at that one. Go ahead.
Banksy is more of an installation type of graffiti artist, because he gets there and does like weed pastings, which is, it's called weed paste because that's the form of glue that you use to put a piece of paper up on a wall. All right, so that's weed pasting. So pretty much you prepare your work before you get to the wall, and you get there and you just put it up there, or you cut out your stencil on a thing and you just get there and spray over the holes, and then you make the image. Whereas graffiti writers, and I don't want to sound like I respect all aspects of graffiti. I think that what Banksy's doing is, he's probably the most, him and Shepard Fairey are probably the most well-known or, biggest names of our time, or our graffiti time, or lifetime, for us graffiti writers that are currently living. But there are people out there that do letters, characters. And that, to me, personally, it takes more skill, because you're going out at the same time that they are. You're doing the same illegal thing that they are, but they're going there with a spray can and an idea, where these guys prepare the idea, get there, install it, and bounce out. So I personally respect the other one. Like, I don't know if you guys, Os Gêmeos is like it means the twins in Portuguese. They're from Brazil. They make amazing work, and they do everything. They draw everything when they get there, like most of the graffiti writers.
Right. Which we were talking about earlier. We were talking in the pre-chat and whatever else about graffiti and whatever else, and people were talking about the through the gift shop, or through the gift shop, whatever else. And I just wanted to get your opinion on it and whatever else, and see what you thought of it. And
I think that what he does is is pretty amazing, and I have nothing but respect for him. Like I said, he's the biggest name that the graffiti world has seen to this day. It's pretty amazing how much exposure that guy has gotten, and the fact that he's selling paintings for hundreds of thousands of dollars means absolutely nothing to his work. He's paid his dues. It's time to, I hate when people hate on other people for making money. Like fucking suck a dick. It's like you
You do too, man.
fucking haters. Yeah, hell yeah. You can't hate on somebody for making money. That's the dumbest shit in the world.
Especially when they're doing something they love.
Exactly.
Do you guys think that we're ready for the one-up stories? I'm going to go ahead and explain it to Hex, because he probably doesn't know what it's about. But basically we do a one-up story where all of us, we take our turn and we tell a interesting story.
No, wait a minute. Don't say all of us.
No, I got him to tell one last
everyone
time.
else.
Okay, wait. Except for me, because I'm a boring Canadian. Are you happy? Okay, so yeah. Basically, we all tell a story. It can be about anything and everything. Make it interesting. It's got to be real, hopefully. And then we let the stream judge and see who wins the one-ups trophy of the week, man. Usually Larry's a boss at those, but Nick was there last week, and Nick, he holds his own. And I'm not going to put you on the spot, Hex. If you want to go ahead and if you have a story, that's cool. If you want to sit this one out and kind of watch from the stands, that's cool as well.
Absolutely not. I want to one-up someone, so I'll let somebody else go first.
Okay. You know what?
Does it have to be on the same topic, or is it just
any story you want?
Okay. Usually sex wins, but it's up to you. So I think we're gonna let either Nick or Larry go first. It's up to
Larry's going first because I'm reigning champion. I got 2 under my belt right now.
Do you really?
I won last week too. Hell yeah!
Weren't you on once? How the fuck you got 2?
I was on twice. I was on with K-pop and Chuck.
Oh,
I won with my throw up in the truck story.
I can't believe you beat K-pop. Okay, Hex, you know Kelly, right? She probably tells. She told the most epic one-up story. Did you hear about that?
No.
Okay, her story in a nutshell was that when she jogs, she can have an orgasm.
Every time.
Yeah.
Jogging.
Yeah, she'll jog like a quarter mile and boom, orgasm.
Yep.
Bro, if I can invent, if I can invent a palm, all right, and put it on my jock as I'm jogging, I can pretty much have an orgasm too.
Dude. Oh my god.
If she's running with a vibrator, right?
Oh,
and
Hex, no. I thought Hex was a boss. Why doesn't he have a girl running with him, jerking him off when he runs?
No, dude, just hanging from his dick all the time.
We tried. It gets dangerous when somebody trips over, and the only thing she's got to hold on to is my dick.
Oh my god.
Dragging him down. Oh, I can see the face in the
We are
pavement.
so
Like
strange
she
in the
falls and
world.
she doesn't let go. That hurts a little.
Dude, I know how hard Lars's job, Verbal's job is, because he has to keep us all on track all the time, and I'm doing such a terrible job. But Larry, go ahead with your one-up story. Dude.
All right, it's time for me.
Yeah,
All
go
right,
ahead.
so this is from my god, like fucking 15 years ago. Basically, has nothing to do with alcohol, sex, or women. Sex is usually included with women, but it has nothing to do with any of those. Basically, I was playing on a basketball team. I was like 14, 15 years old, and we played in a real small school. Like, my school was fucking tiny, so we just played JV. When I left, I was a junior, but all they had was a JV team. They never had a varsity team because they were too small. And anyways, I'm fucking playing basketball. We traveled to this school, and it was kind of like, I mean, I'm from Massachusetts, so everyone's hostile, but this was like kind of like chirpy to begin with. They were like ragging on us because we only had like 6 people for a whole fucking game. Anyways, like they were just giving us shit. You know what I'm saying? My dad was a coach. My dad is a man. He's a man's man. You'll know why when I get to the end of the story. Anyways, he's a coach. So we're playing basketball, and the other team is just running us for days, man. Like, that's all they're doing is running us, trying to gas us out. So I steal the ball, and I go up for a layup, and I just get fucking no gay sandwiched. Not gay sandwiched. And a layup, that's when 2 people fucking jump into the other guy, and he gets sandwiched. I went fucking falling on the floor. It's a flagrant foul. But the ref didn't even call a foul. The other team took the ball, and they went back down the court, and I was just laying down and curled up in a little ball like, God damn it, this hurts, you know? My fucking dad came running out onto the court, like fucking sliding down. He's like, you all right? You all right? Because I guess it looked worse than it was, you know? Like, I was banged up, but I wasn't dead. He's like, you all right? You all right? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. So he walks up to the ref. Like, the game is still playing on the opponent's fucking side of the court. He walks up to the ref. He's like, how the fuck do you not call a foul? Like, then the game stops because my dad is loud when he talks. The game stops. Like, the guy holding the ball is like, holy shit, was he yelling at me? What's going on right now? The audience, the crowd, there's maybe like 75 people. It's not like, 10,000. It's like 75 people, moms and dads, whatever. And then the refs start jawing back at my dad. My dad starts jawing back at him. And then he said something about me, like how I was a pussy because I fell or something like that. The ref said that.
Awesome. This ref is my best friend.
My dad knocked him the fuck out in the middle of the court.
Hell yeah.
He comes back to our team. He's like, we forfeit this game and we fucking leave. That's it. We just walk out. Ref was still on the floor.
Now I know where you get it from.
Yeah. Like AJ says, my dad's a beast.
That's pretty cool.
All right. That's a good story. Nick, can you one up that?
Well, I don't have any stories about my dad or anything, but I can tell you guys a story about, I don't know. We can talk about sex, I guess. I can tell you my story about the first time I banged 4 girls in one day. So
epic. Go ahead.
30
So-
feet.
Fuck my life.
So after my baby mama cheated on me and I kicked her ass to the curb and whatever else, I pretty much had this severe hatred towards women, and I decided it was my duty in life to pretty much beat the shit out of the guts of every girl I could ever meet.
Nick
So-
Wilson is now known as Gut Punisher.
So, anyways, I'm hanging out with my buddy, and we're at this bar here in town. It's called Bobby Q's or the Q Lounge. I don't know if you guys are in Phoenix, Arizona. So we're hanging out there, and we're hanging out with these 2 chicks and his buddy, whatever else. And I'm talking to this one girl, and we're like talking, hanging out, flirting, whatever else, kind of making out. And then she kind of like leaves for a little bit, and then this other girl that she was hanging out with comes over, and she's wearing like this little mini skirt. So like we're in the bar, and she's like kind of
She asked for it, dude.
she's like rubbing up on me, so I'm just like, fuck this. Boom, right there in the middle of the club, drinking, whatever else. I was like, all right. So then this dude comes over, and he's like, oh, hey, blah, blah. Hey, have you guys seen Christina? And I was like, oh, yeah, she went to the bathroom with Julia. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. So then we're like sitting there, whatever else. And then she was like, she's like, oh, this is my boyfriend. And I was like, oh, fuck, what the hell? That's crazy shit. So anyways, long story short, Julia was hanging out with this other dude, which was my friend at the time, Sean, which hopefully he's not listening to this because he was trying to like hook up with her. But anyways, so Christina and Sean and this other dude that was Christina's boyfriend, I don't remember his name, they ended up like kind of hanging out for a little bit, and then Sean and Christina's boyfriend end up leaving. So now I'm at the club by myself with Christina and Julia. So I was like, shit, yeah, buddy. I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. So we hop in my truck, we go back to Julia's house, bang the shit out of Julia and Christina, which was like my 3rd threesome I've ever been in. I'm like, peace out, I gotta go. Going home. It's like 4 in the morning now. I'm just trying to sober up. At this point in time, I had a roommate that was staying with me, and we like, get drunk from the bar, come home, whatever else. So I get home, kind of crash out for a little bit. She wakes up kind of early morning, comes into my bed, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, good morning, take a shower, go to work, come home. My baby mama comes over after her. I get home from work. We're like talking. Next thing I know, beating the shit out of those guts on the couch. And I was like, man, I got to get some fucking dinner right now. And that was my story of how I banged 4 girls in about 4 hours.
Well, the math doesn't compute for me.
How does it not?
Aren't
There's
you
2.
missing one?
Yeah.
Well, there's Julia and Christina.
He had a threesome, so there's 2.
We left the bar.
Oh.
Yeah.
We left the bar with Julia and Christina, and then my roommate Tabitha.
Oh, okay.
That's 3. Okay, I
then-
didn't know the first one was a collateral. My bad.
That's why I said it was my 3rd threesome.
There was a little
You gotta
gut
freeze frame
punishing
it. You gotta
lateral
freeze frame
damage.
it to watch the collat, and then you're good to go.
Yeah.
Nick,
That was my
playing
story.
hardcore. We
Nick,
couldn't see
I
the
gotta
plus
fucking
10.
move.
I'm Tino's in the stream just said, after that story, I want Nick Wilson to adopt me.
Yeah, you can come on over, buddy. Let's do this. I'll show you the ways. But actually, that's that funny thing is actually once I met my wife, I calmed down a lot and I realized that I love women and I don't want to just punish their vaginas.
I mean,
But I got a baby dick, so it's not like it's bad or anything. It's not like it's horribly
dude,
destroyed.
I'm still getting tweets about fucking
Big
hashtag
dick
baby
stuff.
dick. You know that, right?
Baby dick club for the win, buddy.
Yep. All right. So, Hex, man, I guess you're on the spot, dude. Like,
All right. Well,
2 good stories.
I have a suggestion. Okay, and then I'll go on from a story. I think that for this, and again, I feel like a dick because I'm coming here and like opening up your fridge and taking whatever the fuck I want out of it. But I think the one up should be a story related to the one that was just before. So I'll continue on with the basketball story and try to one up the basketball story.
Okay.
All right. All right. So it's high school. Say junior year, we're playing basketball at this park, and we weren't in our city. We went to a different suburb. Sorry, and we're playing, and then we're about to leave, and one of my friends was like, "Yo, I gotta take this shit," and I was like, well, we're walking, and then he's like, "Oh, just wait for me." So it's me, my friend who has to take a shit. His name is Danny Bartnicki, right? In case.
Oh, God.
Calling him out.
All right.
You want to spell that real quick for us?
All right, so he goes into one of those into one of the, you know how they have those little huts, not huts, but those areas, designated areas.
Porta
in the park.
potty?
Cubicle?
No, not a porta potty. It's porta potty. Porter potty. No, not one of those. It's an actual like locker room type deal in the middle of the park. I don't know if you guys have.
okay.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Oh,
So it's literally like 10 of our friends and like a shitload of girls, because that's how we do it. And we're all there. We're basketball after basketball. We go to the pool. Bam. After that, we hang out more, and then we go skinny dipping. The whole shebang. So my boy's like, "Yo, I gotta take this shit." So I was like, "All right, hurry up." So he goes, and then bam, he's done. He comes off fairly quickly. And we're like, that was quick. So we're walking, and all of a sudden we're like, "Man, I think someone stepped on shit." And then we're like, "Yeah, hell yeah, I smell it too." And the girls are like, "Yeah, hell yeah." And then all of a sudden I look at my boy, and I'm like, bro, I think this dude shitted himself. And I look, and the back of his shirt, like where his ass is, had a shit stain so big and so thick.
no.
What happened is that he pulled down his pants and just sat down. So his shirt got cut under. It was catching all the shit. So we're like, oh shit, Danny shitted himself. And then he's like, he looked. All the girls are like, ew. One of them threw up, and we're like, oh, we're throw up. So yeah, exactly. So you think that yawns are contagious? You see someone yawn, hey, I'm gonna yawn too. Throw ups are more contagious than yawns, right? So you have the girl that threw up, her friend throws up right after it, and then somebody else gets sick, and they throw. So like 3 people threw up. We're all laughing our asses off, pointing at this dude. He's so like blonde and pale that he was mad. He looked like a shrimp. He was so red. He takes off his shirt, right? Instead of throwing it out, he carries it with him and just walks away. And we don't see this dude for like 3 weeks.
How close of a friend were you with this dude?
I still talk to him. Our kids play together. I've known him all my life. One of my best friends in the world.
Do you have like this special shit nickname you have for him or something?
No, but we bring it up all the time.
He's like, I'm never gonna live that down, dude.
I mean,
I was 12. I'm fucking 30 now. Leave me alone.
Like I still smell it.
It's like those movie scenes where everybody stops and points at this one dude, and then forever his life has changed.
Yeah, it was bad. Like till today, if he's talking shit or something, like I smell something.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's my story.
Dude, that was a strong story, man. But it's not up to me to vote. It's up to the stream. So guys, just make it easy on me. Just say either Larry, Nick, or Hex. And,
I don't have the stream up. I can't get into
don't
Hydromods.
Oh,
worry.
I got.
I'll get it. I'll get
Oh,
it.
Hex.
Larry's dad. Hex.
No,
Larry,
that's
Nick.
same
Nick.
guy.
Nick.
Yeah, don't
Couple Nick.
spam it, guys. Be clean. Yeah, Hex, dude.
Hex.
It's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
X wins, buddy. Good job.
Yeah.
Alright,
Fucking Tinos.
yeah,
Jesus.
So somebody's got to top my shit story to get the one up on me.
Dude, there was a pretty
Oh,
gangster
I can
story.
do it right now. I can do it right now.
You want to do it right now, or you
I
want to
thought the contest was over. I thought we had to wait until
I
the
can
next
do it right now.
episode.
I can do it right now. But
Okay.
I'll wait.
But
Next
then I'm
episode.
gonna have a chance to rebuttal and top yours because I have plenty of shitty stories to tell you.
I don't know,
Oh,
dude,
you-
like shit stories. You should speak to Sasman, Jeff. He's got a pretty good one too.
Oh, yeah, his was ridiculous.
Yeah, his was about him getting sick coming to America from Australia, and he had a pretty good shit story there.
No, it wasn't
you know
coming
what?
to
I
America.
think-
Jesus Christ, you racist.
I think we are running a bit long, so we should probably close this right now and maybe save the shit story for another episode because we would love to have you back on, Hex. You've been a great guest, and you know what? Let's just wrap this up right now. How about that?
And I would be more than happy to come back.
Okay.
Hey,
So
Hey, wait a minute. Verbal,
yeah.
you're gonna listen to us at some point. Hope everything's
Sorry.
good, brother.
Yeah, dude. Take care of everything and do what you got to do. Don't worry, we got everything here sold out. And best of wishes, best of luck, and our hearts and prayers are with you. That's the right way to say it.
Yep.
So, all right, that was episode 27 of FNG. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Later.
Peace.
Until next time, this has been FNG. We're out. Peace.